Okay, so I have a character loaded and I've got some clothing items on it, and if you're going to be creating clothing in a separate application, you'll probably just be um, exporting a nude character, but I'm going to also export the fully clothed character because that's an option. Um, First thing I want to do for this is I don't need any subdivision on here, so I'm going to set my subdivision down to 0. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and export my character as an FBX. And I will choose Maya in this case, but you can choose Blender or 3ds Max or C4D. Make sure to choose a 3D application preset rather than a game engine preset, because the game engine presets will not generate the FBX key for reimport. I'm going to pick just mesh only because I don't need animations exported, and I'm going to make sure that I do not have delete hidden faces checked, because it will not be able to be reimported if there's missing faces, and it won't generate the FBX key anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and export, and I will export to my test file here. I'll just replace this one for now. And depending on the complexity of your model, this may take a little longer. Okay, so once it's exported, if I go and look in that folder that I exported to, I see I have the FBX itself. I have a FBXkey that has a matching name, and I have a JSON file which is for the auto setup for materials and textures if you're going to do that, and I have a textures folder and a backup textures. So now what I want to do is go ahead and edit my FBX in Maya or Blender or whichever, and you can rig clothing to it, you can rig hair to it, you can change the shape of the body but you cannot add extra bones to the skeleton, and you cannot change the topology of the body. So reshaping and rigging clothing and accessories and hair is fine, but don't actually add or subtract anything to the body. Okay, so now we go back to Character Creator. I'm going to start with an empty file in this case, and then you can go create character. You can also just do a file import FBX, but I'm going to create character and select my character, and then you want to select the first option here, which is for CC avatar standard, and go ahead and apply. And this is pointing to the proper file already. So there's the file name I just added, and then it found the FBX key of the matching name that was also in that same folder. And if you need to go find that FBX key, click here and you can find it. There it is, my folder. Okay, so once you have that, you can go ahead and click OK. And the more clothing and accessories and stuff that you've added, the longer it's going to take to import. Okay, so when this window pops up, it shows you what it's importing, and you can set its type. So, eyes are eyes, teeth are teeth, accessories are accessories, clothing is clothing, hair is hair, and then you can set layers here. So, like for instance, there's 20 layers for clothing. So if you've rigged up 10 pieces of clothing to your character in Maya, make sure you pick 10 different layers here when you do that. Okay, so if everything is green or at worst yellow, you're going to be okay here. If it's yellow, sometimes it's like there was an extra bone in there that it's going to ignore or something. But generally try not to add any extra bones. And if you have like a topology mismatch on like the character body itself, it will give you a red warning. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And there's my character imported again, and you'll see that it is indeed a standard CC3 Plus character base again. Okay, hope that's helpful and good luck.